All right, we're ready to begin. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Do we have a volunteer for opening prayer, please? Damon, would you be willing to do it, please? Okay, so it's going to be Rob, then Damon, then Kalipuni. All right, ready.
All right. Fa'afetai le'atu lena tatau tupua aina uana lopafu ya te tatau mane ya pepese Alleluia fa'afetai ya pepese Alleluia fa'afetai.
Dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful for this opportunity to gather as a class and for our instructors and for the technology that provides this opportunity for us. We're grateful that we're all back after a week apart, and we pray that we are receptive to learn what we need to accomplish our goals and tasks. In the name of Jesus Christ, amen.
Amen.
Anga sae ufi mai o te no file fa'atasi mai Yesu anga sae ufi mai. Amen.
Congratulations, guys. You guys did it. Very, very good. Thank you all for your participation in opening the meeting. A couple of quick things I want to say before we get started into our materials. Thank you, Fa'afetai, once again to Lang Hawaii, as well as the Hawaii People's Fund for making this program possible. Thank you also to Dana Padilla and to my wife, Wesa Opitaya Maosi Tuitele. Thank you to Adam Kiave Manalo Camp for all of you guys' support. And thank you to all of you for being here. Mahalo of Taitele level. So we had some homework over the week. I have it in the email. We're going to go over some of the answers that we got. It was good because I got to learn how to use the reverberate limit. We had I got to learn how to use the quiz option on the Google Documents, and then it helped me to make, so the answers are not just individual, but they also have, so if we had any duplicate answers, they all show up on one form. We'll try to go there now so we can look it up. Where is? Babe, can you look up the homework assignments that we gave out in the proposal forms? The ones that you and I made, and then the ones that you made. Should be the same one that you made all the slides on. Okay, mine's a lot. We got 2 homework forms. I got 4 responses here for Alingangana day 3 homework. Yeah, you got the slides. So we're gonna go over the slides on that side because you can screen share. Oh, I gotta make make some co-hosts here. You got it. Yes, one. Yeah. Where is my?
I had a quick question.
Give me 1 second and I get to your question.
Okay, thank you.
Make sure that I can co-host everybody so I can focus on teaching. And then if anybody comes into the room while we're doing this, here we go. Okay, you're already. Oh, you're using the same account as me. That's why. Okay, got it. There's Dara. If somebody can let her in, please. Yes. Roxanne, you had a question?
Yeah, I sent my homework in about 2 hours ago. I had a hard time, but what does mana mean?
Manamea?
Yeah.
Oh, Manaya.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Manaya means good, pleasant, nice to look at.
Oh. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
So our second conversation over here, this was meant to be kind of an ad-lib exercise. Do you want to go through it with me just real quick so that we can show them how the conversation is supposed to sound? Yes, conversation part 2. Yeah. Can everybody hear Wesa through my computer?
Yeah.
Say something.
Not really, no.
A little bit.
I heard her, but it's off.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't come today. It's not in. Only got Rob and Kainoa, Dara, and Kalepuni. There's the reason why I wanted to do it with you is because there's open spaces in here. You want to come here for a second while we do the conversation, and then we can go back over there after. Just so you can come closer to the microphone.
Jeff?
All right.
Jeff?
You're gonna be first person.
I totally.
What did you do?
I was trying to make it louder. And
I know.
Shut the fuck up. So what do you listen to me?
Makabawi.
Malu.
Malu. Wow.
Ingin ya.
Gonna stay in activity.
Tawa dua au.
Yeah, makuha ko de makiki.
Manila mana ya upo. Kasoy fa.
Yeah, well, late saya soy fu.
Anu Williams.
Yeah, fa soy fu. Very simple, very short. Just a basic conversation about what's going on, how you doing, where you going. Oh, not really how you're doing. There's no how you're doing in there. But what's up? Where are you going? And yeah, goodbye. Someone's love to say goodbye, so it happens about 6 times before the conversation's over. So let's go to the answers that we got from. Screen back to. Okay.
Just to, can I ask a question? Sorry,
Yeah.
this is Dara.
Yeah, no
Just to test my understanding. So when Wessa was talking with you, was she
Yes.
talking about bathing children? Is that what I was picking up there?
Is that what you said? Bathing children? Oh, I always swim.
Oh, swim. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I just heard keiki when you responded, so I didn't know if that was.
When I responded, I said.
Or you said.
Let me get back to the. Oh, makeki. Makeki is the market. I'm going to the market.
Oh, way off. Okay, thank you for clarifying all of that.
No problem. Right. So for the second greeting, so the reply greeting, I got malo and talofa. Very good. Manuelaso, Manuelipo. Those are farewells, but they also work. If so, in other words, if we said these two, Manuelaso or Manuelipo, that would be the end of the conversation right there. Person would usually reply faster, and then that would be done after that. Malo, talofa, wa. Yeah, very good. And then talofa. Talofa is actually an uncommon greeting when we're speaking. Most of the time we use malo or wa. So the second response, going back and forth between Zoom and email. No, I don't need the share thing. So first person, second line where it says Leayangi Mea, and then you mention the activity. I got 3 responses here. Alu e fa'atau, alu il matafanga. Very good. So alu e fa'atau would be I'm going shopping. Alu il matafanga, going to the beach. A second response I got here, and it doesn't tell me who gives me the response. So these are just the answers from all the homework combined. Lakapi, rugby, kirikiti, cricket. Yeah, lakapi can be football also. Kirikiti, cricket, fangota, fishing, and fa'se'e, which is surfing. Fa'akau for isavili. Wait, fa'akau for ifa'savili. Very good. So I'm going shopping and I'm also taking a walk. Mga kali. 2 destinations. We got 4 responses. We got Falita Ele. Falita Ele. So where is this? Second destinations. Destination is second person, line 2. So yeah, olea makuaku ile Falita Ele. So a bunch of you guys are going to the bathroom. And then the other one is Faleoloa Se Vai, which is a shoe store. Leo makuaku ile Faleoloa Se Vai, and we're all going to the shoe store. All of us without. So what does mako mean again? Who's excluded in mako?
I'm gonna guess the person you're talking to.
Right. Second person is excluded in mako or macho. And then the last. Wait, are you okay? Okay. The last response I got was faleoloa. Olea mako'oaku ile faleoloa. Faleoloa means store. So if we're going to Fa'akau, we're going to the faleoloa. And then farewells. So we got 2 spaces for farewells. 1 reply would cover each. So in other words, you're covering first person and second person. So first response I got here was Yamaela upo fa yawadile to fa loa. Very good, very good. Over here I got fa and fa sefua. So Yamaela Yamaera Oko Fa. Yowole Fa Sefua. Anybody know what Sefua means?
It doesn't mean like go in health or go with good health, something
It
like
does. Problem is, go in health is soifua, like this. This one is written Sefua. Now, it's not uncommon to hear Sefua. Sefua is something that's been mispronounced for a lot of times, or for a while now. So Sefua is actually not a word, but soifua is often heard as Sefua, and that's where that mispronunciation comes from. So a lot of times people say it, but it's actually soifua. And soifua means, as Damon said, health, good health, and prosperity. Next answer I got here is tofa toifirwa ifoi. Very good. So yamaera oko tofa yawalei toifirwa ifoi. Very, very good. Anybody here heard the word fo'i before? Here, I'm gonna write it out here in the chat so everybody can see it. Toi feiloai fo'i. In fact, we used the word feiloai in the last conversation, I believe. And there it is in the chat. Anyone heard the word fo'i before?
Yes.
What does fo'i mean?
Also.
Very good, also. So the very, very basic way you could say something is if somebody says malo, then what do you put at the end of malo?
Foi.
Fo'i, right? Malo fo'i. Malo fo'i. Tofa, yeah. Well, I don't really hear people saying tofa fo'i. But toi firwa'i fo'i. Firwa'i though is misspelled over here. It's got feiloa, but it's supposed to be feiloa wa. Feiloa a'i. In other words, two people saying each other feiloa'i. We will see each other again. And then last answer I got over here is manuia leaso. So that's very good as well. Yamangayala opo manuia leaso. Ewalei manuia fo'i leaso. Same thing, we use the fo'i again.
Did I get lost? Anybody there?
Yeah, we're still here. I'm not
We're-
sure.
we're all still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're muted. Oh, he's probably trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, guys, I'm back now. So, was everybody here today able to complete the homework or work on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make some groups and then we'll, let's try out the conversation and see how it sounds. So why don't we have Savili and Roxanne go first because they're the first persons to respond. I mean, sorry, not Savili, Rob. I am so sorry.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get off the hook.
Yeah, I'm not lady, so I'm on mute.
First person.
Yeah. Oh, Malo.
Oh. Malo. Oh. Malo.
Leai Angimea. I don't know what I put. I can't remember what I put. And I can't even think of an activity right now.
We're at class.
Pass? Oh. Roxanne, I passed. Roxanne?
Oh. Ia olea ma ko'u a ku'ile.
Ia manaya lauku. Fa.
Oh. Manawia reaso. I didn't put my
Sofuya.
destination. I was trying to find store.
No worries. Soifua.
Okay. I didn't say sorry.
You know, we can't see after we put in the Google form, we can't see our answers. There might be a way that you could like allow permission to see those.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Yeah, I got it.
No, I just Googled it right now. Yeah, because I was wondering. I was like, I wonder where my answers are. But yeah, no, this homework was hard because
yeah,
it was like I was trying to use the dictionary a lot, and I don't know if any of you have tried using the dictionary, but like you look up one word, but you really kind of need more than one word to get a meaning out of some words.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone experienced that with the dictionary.
I don't have a dictionary. I have this Nangana Samoa.
Nangana Samoa.
Yeah, so I try to find words in here.
Nice.
Some words I don't understand yet or forget.
All right, we'll give you guys a little bit more vocabulary then, so you guys got more to work with. But very good, very, very, very good, guys. Thank you very much. What else we got here? We got Damon and Kainoa. If you guys don't mind, can you guys give it a shot?
I guess I'll. Malo. Leai ana mea fufulu.
Ia o lea mako o ako i le wasinga.
Ia manaya la oku. Fa.
Ua lelei manuia le aso.
Manuia le aso.
Fa soifua.
Oh, malo lava. Get in there, guys. I see we got some, gotta work a little bit more on the pronunciation. Me and Wes are gonna work on some pronunciation videos so that we can practice it outside of just doing it in class. But that's very, very good. You guys were able to use the words in the way that they're supposed to be used. So it's a good start. I tell you, lava. What else we got here? We got Dana, we got Dara and Kaliponi. Can we get Dara and Kaliponi, please? If you guys were able to do your homework.
Ole, but I have my coach next to me.
Awesome. That'll work too.
Okay, so I'll go first. Malo.
Malo wa.
Leang email.
Yeah, la all the way. Ing lo ki.
Oh, ing lo ki.
No, you gotta say lea.
I said that part. Leang email inu.
Lea la all the way. Ing lo ki.
I suck.
Say it.
Leang email.
Yeah. La.
La.
Owalu.
Owalu inu.
Lo ti.
Lo ti.
It means I'm about to go
I know.
eat breakfast.
Oh, I thought you
Or
said drink tea.
literally means you're gonna drink a tea, but it's actually you're gonna go eat breakfast.
So do I need to put in a destination that matches that? Because I have like destinations, but I just don't want it to sound weird in the sentence. So like if I said ia or ia o lea mako o aku ile Matafaga.
Yeah, that's totally cool right there. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't.
You said going to the beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, manaya la oko. Manuia leaso paso fua.
Ualele paso fue or paso fua.
Very, very good. A couple of things. So with Matafanga, it's a elongated A, so it's Matafanga instead of just Matafanga. And then usually we use the K, so Makafang. That's how I usually say. Yeah, Leo Makuaku Makafang. And then always remember with the so my wife was sure to put in the kahako or the what do you call it? The macron above the A with wa, so it's always wa. I think don't be afraid to go slow. It's really natural to go slower in Samoa. Wa le pa ya soy fu like that. Le yang imea or le waru fairo ki ingosho ki. It's really, really interesting though what he said about ki. So did everybody hear what he said about what he meant by saying what did that what was the translation that he gave? Anybody heard it?
Said he's going to drink tea or have breakfast.
Right. Anybody else know where else they call breakfast tea?
No. Yes, in England.
Very good. Yeah, that's an English thing. They don't call it breakfast; they call it morning tea, and that's something that's been influenced in Samoa as well. We don't say breakfast, but we say tea. Kiurkayao. Kiurkayao is breakfast. There's a Samoan version of malukayao that refers. So malukayao refers to when we cook food the day before, and then it's left over for the next morning, and then it's cold. That's why it's called malukayao. That's usually reserved for like the bongai. Bongai back in the day, we couldn't cook food on Sunday because it was considered sacred. So we would cook food the day before on Saturday. That's why it's called ashbongai. That would be the day that we would cook food. And that food would be prepared for Sunday, and then we would have what's called malukayao, or the cold food in the morning, because it wasn't cooked that day. It was cooked the day before. These days the restrictions are more relaxed, so we're able to do the umu early in the morning, so the food's still hot by the time we come home from church. But it's an interesting little addition there to what we're learning today, that kiurkayao, or morning tea, is something that was brought to us by British influence.
Going back to Roxana's earlier, how do you say like sorry, like in Hawaiian it's kalamai, excuse me.
Yeah.
How do you say that in Samoan?
There's a few ways. There's Fa'amaliatsu, Fa'amangalu. So like in Hawaiian, we say kalamaya. In Samoa, Fa'amangalu maya. And then the other one is Fa'amalulu.
Oh, so fast.
Amariatu, Pa'amangalu maya, Pa'amarulu atu.
I think he's typing it in the chat too, Roxanne.
Yeah, I'm typing it in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's not in the it's not on screen. It's on the chat on the side.
Oh, thank you.
Anybody notice the difference? Can you guys all see the 3 examples? Let's say sorry over there on the side.
Oh.
Everybody got the chat open? Okay.
Yep.
So what is the difference between the 3 of them besides just the first word? What do you see at the end of it? What are all the second words after the first word?
The first one's atu.
Atu and mai. Anybody know what those words are?
In Hawaiian, they're directionals. I don't know
Exactly.
if that's the same.
Yeah, directionals. So in Hawaiian, I believe it's aku and mai, which is directional. Atu means away from the speaker, and then mai means towards the speaker. So in other words, for fa'amalie atu, you're asking the person who, so you're asking forgiveness from that person. Fa'amalie atu, could you forgive me, kind of thing. It's like you're asking the person who you're speaking to be reasonable with you. And then fa'amarulu atu, same, except you're kind of asking them to calm down. It's like fa'amarulu means to be cold, to you know, they associate anger with heat. So to cool down, to calm down. Fa'amangalo maya, though, is a different directional, right? We're going, instead of towards the second person, we're coming towards the first person. So I'm directing the forgiveness, and so I'm asking for forgiveness for myself. Fa'amangalo maya. Fa'amalie, we said was to oh, good. Fa'amalie is to ask somebody for, like, to be okay with anything that's going on. Malie means to, like, it's like to be satisfied, to satisfy your I guess if you've displeased somebody, ask them to forgive you. And then fa'amarulu, again, to change temperature. And then fa'amangalo means to forget or to clear something up. It's the same as waimanalo. In Samoan, we call the ava is the vaimangalo, or the clear water, or the forgiving water. It's the same principle here, fa'amangalo. Mangalo maya. If I've done anything wrong, please forgive me, you know, make it clear. And that's the explanations behind the 3 different ones. I think there's more, actually. Yeah. Fako ishi, another one. Like pa'ato ishi is another one. Pa'ato ishi means to apologize. Yeah. So my wife just said, "Ote fa'ato ise atu." In other words, I apologize. My fingers aren't working today. Apologize. Okay, so which way is the apology going? If we're saying ote fa'ato ise, ote fa'a, Okay, fa'ako ese aku. Okay, fa'ako ese aku.
Apologizing towards the other person.
Right, it's going towards the second person. Very good. All right, guys, great job. Any other questions before we move on to the second part of the homework? Okay, moving on. Kele. So you follow me angali. Arudi si preparing us. Here and there, choose items and determine the correct placement between first person and second person. And I believe we have some other questions in there that don't just involve words. Okay, let me go over to the forms again and see what answers we got for these questions. So, yeah. Okay, cool. So, first question goes with first person line 3. And yeah, oka. Vaay lima ngaya uli noun lale. So we're putting a mea or a noun in here. And lale. So what does lale mean again? Anybody have an answer for that one?
Is it the closer that?
Lale is actually the farther away. Lena would be the closer that, and then lale is farther than lena.
Okay,
but very good, very good.
It's that.
Yeah, that over there, beyond both of us. So, first answer I got here is noun found at the market, and I got the answer sarong. Anybody knows what a sarong is in Samoan?
Lava lava.
Lava lava, very good. So lava lava by itself actually means clothes, plural. So lava lava is kind of generalized to refer to any and all clothes, including pants, shirts, ie lava lava, and hats, any kind of clothes. It encompasses all of that. For sarong specifically, we have the term ie lava lava. A lot of times we use the word ie. That's the more common term that we use to refer to it, but to specifically identify an ie lava lava, then we would say ie lava lava. If we're talking to a friend and just say ma'ayalo ie, then that's perfectly simple. But if we're going to talk about a ie lava lava that's hanging up there in the market that we're going to buy or that we're looking at and admiring, then we're going to say oka va'aire ma'ayalo ie lava lava lali. Second answer we got over here is fa'akau. Oka va'aire ma'ayalo fa'akau lali. Fa'akau, it can be a noun, but not in this question. Does that make sense to you, honey? Yeah. So fa'akau is general. It's a general thing. It's a noun when you've got it all in the shopping cart and you're leaving, and you're gonna say, yeah, something like that. Like you're referring to all of the general items that you have bought already. But as for a singular item, fa'akau, I think it's more plural than singular. Third answer we got here is fa'amua. Anybody ever heard the word fa'amua before? Fa'amua.
Eggs.
Eggs, very good. Kaino malo lava. Fa'amua is eggs. How do we tell the difference between eggs and egg. Anybody got the answer for that one?
Is it if you use le?
Perfect. Yeah. So les fois moi would be what?
The egg.
The egg. And more so beyond just the egg, it's also what does it indicate that we're saying?
You're talking about a specific one? Or
exactly.
Like...
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Rob. Hello.
That egg.
That egg, that specific egg. Exactly. So if we're going to say pas moi, then it goes from singular to
plural.
Plural, exactly. So plural, fois moi, singular, les fois moi. Anybody know what this means in the chat? Similar?
I'm guessing it. These eggs? Or this egg? I don't know. Is it plural?
It's not plural because it's got a word in front of it. So it's not plural.
Oh.
So plural, anytime you see plural, you're just gonna have au fois moi.
Au fois moi.
Oh, and then once again it's o and not o. Au fois moi and fois moi in the chat are plural. So if I say les fois moi, that is like Rob said, it's specific and it is singular. So if I say specifically les. Yeah, lang ang may specific fois moi lang ang pikir ka sorry. Say fois moi. Hey, okay, sorry. Say fois moi. What is the difference between les and say? They're both singular.
One egg. This
this and that.
Not this and that. That's not the difference. In fact, we're just talking about. We're talking about a singular. Again, we're talking about a singular egg, but it's a difference in. There's one difference between it and between the lay. The lay is the key. What is the like when you add les fois moi, then what does that mean? Rob said it already.
Yeah,
it's just the opposite of what Rob said.
All right, so it's looks like Kainoa put in here an egg.
There you go. Yeah, like Kainoa said. So what does that mean then when you say an egg as opposed to the egg?
So it's like any
so
egg.
I think Leia is like this specific egg.
Right.
Say is like any specific egg.
Right. So if you got a bunch of eggs in front of you and you tell somebody my les fois moi, as in you're picking an egg, then you say my les fois moi. And if you're saying an in-specific egg, just give me any egg that's there, then you go say fois moi. And then the other thing that I can't write in here is that there's a macron above the A in fois moi. So it's not fois moi, it's fois moi. But very good, guys. Thank you. Moving on from les and say and fois moi to second person, line 3. So, yeah. So now we're giving another. So instead of looking at, we're looking at the EA, and now we're looking at another, we're pointing out another object. Yeah. Aiva aile lena. So second person, third line, we've got 3 answers here. Lena, I see that noun I found at the market. And then the 2 examples I got was lava lava or palusami. Sekia, those are good. So we can use lava lava, and if we say ia lava lava or a different kind of ofu. If you have an example, let me know. So yeah, we can say ia lava lava. We can say ofu, vai, and then parusami, of course, is a noun in itself, and that's self-explanatory. Right? Very good. Aya, aya de parusami le na. So, as we said before, lale is away from the person speaking and the second person, and then lena is closer to. Who is lena closer to?
The speaker?
No, it's not closer to the speaker. Speaker is Lene and Lea. It is a third person. It is all capo third person. Lena is closer to the second person. Anything dealing with na is always second person. And na, or even like Damon was saying the other time, it implies that there's a second person that you're talking to. So aya, eva ay le parusami le na. And then over here, we've got a second noun. So we have an answer that says faleoloa. Now, does this make sense? Aya, eva ay le faleoloa le na. That makes sense to everybody?
Try again.
Aya, eva ay le faleoloa le na. The word that was put forth was faleoloa. All right, out.
One more time, please. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Sorry, my keyboard does not want to work with me. Yeah. I. I le faleoloa le na.
House.
Are there any words we need to elaborate on before we ask this question? Like maybe the word faleoloa.
So that's a store. So
yeah.
And Lena is closer to the second person.
Right.
But if it's a store, it's probably closer to, I mean, it's probably just as close, right? If we're talking about a store.
Yeah. I think the problem is that when this conversation is going on, we're implying we're talking about things in a market. So if you're going to talk about a store, that kind of the context. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, look how nice this is. Oh yeah, look how nice that is. So if you say, yeah, like it would make sense if you were saying, look, there's a store that has like, look, there's a store over there kind of thing. But in this conversation, we're talking about two things that we're seeing in the market. So of course there are stores, but we're trying to like point out something that's caught our attention. Yeah, you understand.
Got it. I got what you're saying.
Malo. So, is there any other words in here that we need clarification on besides just the faleoloa and somebody asked about va'ai?
Yeah, I did.
Va'ai means to see or look. So when it says va'ai, it's like, take a look over there. Take a look at. So with this sentence that we wrote here in the chat, it's like, yeah, take a look at that store.
Oh.
Yeah. What about aya? Everybody understand what aya is?
No, I was just gonna ask that and oka.
Okay. So when you say oka, it kind of means like, oh my goodness. It's like, oh, check that out. Oh, what's up?
It said it's okay.
There you go. So yeah, Oka
And then,
just means
yeah.
like wow. It's kind of like wow. Look at that. Where is Oka right there? But Oka, why the man? Where's the why the man? The Parusami lali. Yeah. Wow, look how good that Parusami looks. That's far away from both of us. Look how good that far away Parusami looks. Yeah. And then when he says Aya, it kind of like what Aya implies is that you're replying to the person's, you're kind of reciprocating what he just said, or he or she. So when they say Oka va'aile, then you're replying Aya. Yeah, like I'm giving my input into the same conversation. Aya, what was our? So over here it says market talo. I got another answer that says talo. Yeah. Availe kalulinga. But look at that taro over there. That looks good too. Which aren't normally sold. If I go kasi kalo. So taro aren't usually sold by themselves. So that's why it sounds kind of funny when I say baile kalulinga. Usually, we sell them in bundles, and it's called a kaukalo. So it's proper to say va'aile kaukalo. So you're saying a singular bundle of taro. But when you say one taro or taro, again, like we said, the same lei that's in Lena is the same lei that's over here in front of or behind the va'ai. So va'ai le talo Lena. Look at that specific taro there that are specifically by you. So
and then you Aisiki.
Yo, mangaya sikaili. Anybody ever heard that word sikaili before?
No.
No, I looked it up though. It's like like fashionable or?
Yeah, very good.
Oh.
Sikaili, yo. Eh. Eso fue señor. Yeah. Sikaili. So we spell it like sikaili, but when we say it, it's supposed to sound like skydi, but it just means style. It's another what do you call it? Loan word. It means style. So when you say I sé que fue y lava, it's like these lava-lavas are really nice, and then yeah, the new style is really nice. Yeah, it's one of those words that they picked up and they put on a lot of songs.
What's fu?
I'm sorry, sir?
What is fu?
Fo.
Fo?
Fo means new.
New. Oh.
Fo. Fo is new. Ah, yes, you can fo. For first person, my Facebook is going up today. First person, I will fear the mea fa'akau. What did we say fa'akau means?
Store.
Fa'akau means store. Fa'akau, sorry. Fa'akau actually means to shop.
Oh.
So I will fear the mea fa'akau. So yeah, mea fa'akau together means store, or where do we buy, or where, like the noun of where we would buy something. Yes, store, but it implies that we're looking for the place that we can buy the noun. So it's basically like it's like mea fa'akau is an adjective here. Adjective of the mea fa'akau se'evai would be like this shoe store. In other words, where do we buy shoes? Or fa'akau, fa'i, fa'akau, whatever we're trying to buy. Fa'akau ofu, fa'akau. What else could we buy? Fa'akau. Yeah, you see me fa'akau, so.
like meat, like a.
Oh yeah, like the butcher shop. So mia whaakau
Sosisi.
fasipovi. Whaakau fasipovi.
Sipovi.
Fasipovi, sosisi, moa, pusa moa, pare whaakau pusa moa. And then sometimes if you know the name of the store, it's just like, it'll cost you less. It'll cost you less in Samoa. So we don't have Costco in Samoa, but it will cost you less.
Yeah.
Cost you less.
Yeah, I've been
Samoa, yes, Smart.
Lowe's.
Four Springs. Yan nga. Yan nga. I'll fear the mea whaakau, and then okay, we got some answers over here. First person line. Pasilua tolu lima. Oh, okay. What's the meaning of the word nay in relationship to the? Okay, so what is the meaning of the word nay in relationship to ie lava lava or sarong? Is this plural or singular? And we got nay, plural these, very good. Nay, check, plural. Check, plural. I'm not sure what the check is, but the plural is correct. And these plural, very good. So we got some good answers over here. After the nay and plural, we got line 5. Fair. What is the word of fair? Give us 2 examples of cooked food that would find at the market. Fair. Where or what cooked food? Parusami and pisu. Very good. Fair attachment. Ulingi, Alaisa fa popo, Taro fa difu. Taro fa difu. And then fair, supo iai. I've never heard of iai or iai. What is iai? Ia. I think that's what it is. Ia. Everybody know what palusami is?
Yes.
What is palusami?
Yep.
It's like a lau lau, but except got coconut milk and onions.
It's like a corn, not corned beef, but like a corned beef. It looks kind of like corned beef, but it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's like in a can, and it's
Have we talked about palusami before?
I eat it.
I mean, have we talked about it in class?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. So palusami, so of the hot foods that you usually find in the market, palusami is definitely one of them. Palusami has no meat in it. There's not supposed to be any meat in palusami. Anybody can tell me the meanings of the word palusami?
No.
Do you want to turn on your voice so they can hear you? Yeah, we got 2 words here. It's actually a compound word. Compound word. Palu and sami. First word, palu. Anybody heard palu before?
No.
Same as when we say palu leava. Palu hammer? I don't know what hammer. Palu is actually to mix. Same as when we say palu ava or palu kava.
Oh.
Yeah, palu. Palu leava. So palu is mix. Second word, sami. Anyone knows the word sami? What do we call the sami in Samoa?
Is it the ocean?
Yes, it's actually seawater.
Seawater.
But yes, it refers to the, I believe it refers to the whole thing. Yeah, so yes, the ocean. Seawater or ocean. There's different parts of the ocean. Do you want to elaborate for us? So just real quick, so you guys have this in your vocabulary. There's different parts of the ocean. We have the Vasa, Vasaloa, which are the bigger parts of the ocean. What else do we say? Vasa, Moana, which is also another name for the ocean, and the color blue. And then we have the Sami, which is, I feel like Sami is closer to shore than it is, it's closer to shore differently than the Moana and the Vasa. But those are the three words that relate to the ocean. Vasa, yeah? So what my wife is saying is that the Moana is actually the deep sea because it's dark blue. And then you have the Vasa, then you have Sami. So it's levels of the deepness of the ocean. Moana, Vasa, and Sami. Sorry, Roxanne?
So how do you get Palusami from that?
Right. So what do you think relates to Palusami? Like what is the food that comes from the ocean that isn't meat that helps to make this mix? What do we get from the ocean?
Nothing.
I'm sorry, Roxanne?
Wahoo.
Not wahoo.
Nothing.
It's not a meat. It's not. Yeah, it's a non-meat.
Yeah, it's just coconut, onion.
There's something very important in this dish that really flavors it.
Oh,
there
salt.
you go.
Yeah.
This is salt.
Oh,
So that's actually what it is. It was originally salt mixed with coconut milk and then wrapped in luau. That's what we call luau. So anything that has meat in it, it's not called palusami anymore. Palusami actually refers only to the mix that we just talked about, the luau with the coconut milk and the luau, pe'e, which is coconut milk, and then the sami or the salt, sea salt at that time. If we put meat into it, it changes the name from palusami to luau. Luau, it's like the luau, like the party that, the baby's first luau and the things that we have in Hawaii. The luau refers actually to the taro leaf or the laukalo. So luau becomes the name of anything that you put into the luau leaf and make it into a dish. So if you're gonna have corned beef, like you were talking about, corned beef would be luau isupo and not palusami. The name changes. So if it's fish, what fish have you heard of luau? Or elengi. So if you use the canned fish, it's called pirikaki in Kukuila or elengi in Western Samoa. So luau elengi or luau pirikaki, that's the mackerel fish that we use, the canned mackerel fish. Wahoo, same thing, luau wahoo. So the name changes depending on what's inside of it. In Tonga, they don't say luau, but they say lu. So that's when you say lu sipi, which means luau with sheep in it. That's what lu sipi is. Luau, so sipi means sheep. Lu pulu, however, is the Tongan version of our luau pisupo or luau faspovi. It's lu with bull inside of it. That's why it's called pulu. Lu pulu. And then in Tonga, they also have what's called lu. It's not called sorofungua in Tonga. It's hoshi. Lu hoshi. Yeah. So what's it called? luau leaf and horse.
Huh?
Yeah. In my limited Tongan knowledge. Right. So when we're going over here to the fifth line, we're talking about food mostly, and that's where palusami comes from. These are the things you mainly see in the market as hot food items that are for sale. Beyond just what's written here, we have pisupo. Do they sell pisupo at the market really, like cooked food? I think that's like more like plate lunch kind. Oh.
Tammy sells all that.
Yeah, in Tammy's they do, but like in Samoa, you have limited.
Yeah.
Really. In Samoa, you have limited like food eating options. So they usually the hot food is usually stuff like pangikeke. It's a lot of like baked items, and it's a lot of like the more like what do you call it, like the drinks, poifai, vaifala, things like that. Those are the things you usually find in the market in Samoa. They usually have people sitting out there with coolers and things to sell those items. And the pangikeke is cooked like on the spot. So when you order it, they cook it for you right there. It's not like sitting on a hot fryer somewhere or the hot plate. So those are things that are more likely to be found in the market than pisupo or pulingi or alaisa fapu. I guess alaisa fapu. What is alaisa fapu? Anybody can tell me what alaisa fapu is?
So coconut rice?
Coconut rice. So I think we don't really sell that in the market. They sell coco alaisa, which is the coco Samoa, that they imported cocoa pods into independent Samoa. I think of at least maybe 20, 30 years back. So it's become naturalized there in Samoa. And then they've used that, they now call it coco Samoa. And that's the thing that we sell more of, and we use it more in cooking nowadays. Alaisa fapu is something you kind of do at home.
So good. So good.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Really good. My wife testifies to it. Those are the things you usually find in the market. Supuesi, tero falifu, or falifu kalo. Again, the noun comes after the adjective. I got somebody who wrote tero falifu over here, but it's falifu kalo. So again, with the luau, you notice the luau comes before the noun. So luau pisupo. Pisupo is a noun there. It's the same with fa'alifu. So fa'alifu is a style of cooking that you can use for any kind of starch. It's basically boiling the starch, and then you add coconut milk at the last few minutes once the starch is already boiled. The coconut milk's usually mixed with salt, sami again, and onions, and then no worries. There's Samoan food available over there by Cam 4 at this place called KS Mart. It's kind of up the road from the old Love's Bakery. There's Love's Bakery's not there anymore, but that's the best place I've ever been for Samoan food here in Hawaii. They recommend Tammy's a lot, but I hardly go there. I'd rather go to KS Mart. But thank you, Dara, for the question. Yeah, it's closer. It is closer. Yeah, it's closer, and I like the food better. What's it called? What were we just talking about? Oh, fa'alifu. So any kind of starch you prepare fa'alifu is the same. It's Pe'epe'e, which is coconut milk. Pe'epe'e. Masima is our word for salt. Masima. And ani, onions. Pe'epe'e, masima, ani. And again, you boil the stuff first. So that last mix of pe'epe'e, masima, and ani doesn't come till the end. And once everything is all cooked and the starch, you can poke a fork in the starch and it comes right out. Then you pour in the coconut milk mix, and then you let it boil in there for a while. And then once it comes nice and cocoa or thick, then that's when you know it's ready. But yeah, as for the language though, sorry, going back to fa'alifu. So any word or anything that you're going to cook fa'alifu in this manner, the fa'alifu comes first. Fa'alifu, fa'i, ulu, kalo. Fa'i, ulu, kalo. And then beyond that, you have ufi, mangioka. There's all kinds of different, like, lesser known tubers that you can use. But yeah, basically fa'alifu, and then the noun or the start comes after the fa'alifu. And those are things, once again, you can find in the market. Subject. Okay. Got 2 more lines here in homework. Oh, we got 10 more minutes. So let's go over these last 2 lines real quick. I'll try to keep it short so that we can have our closing. And then we will move into Final Jeopardy. So second person, line 5, what are the meanings of ina and lale in respect to the positions of person 1 and 2? How does this help us understand the meaning of the conversation? Ina, lale, that far away, store is far, yes. So ina, what did we establish that na means? Every time we use na, what does it mean? Same as lena, and what was the other one we had? Inga. There was another example, I think. Oh, lena and na. What does na mean? What does na refer to in proximity between first person and second person? Where is the object in relation to the first person and second person when we say na? Or who is it closer to?
I thought it was the second person.
Yep, you're right. Yeah. So anytime we say na, it's closer to the second person. Ina is a way of saying it's closer to the second person. In other words, it's saying it. So lena is like saying that object is close to you. Ina means it's there in that area. It's kind of like, it's just like when you're talking to somebody on the phone and you say, "O amay opo ina." It's like, how are you guys in that area there? As opposed to saying that thing by you. Yeah? Yeah, so my wife is saying that we don't say ina, but we say inga. So it's just like how Damon was saying, it's what do you call it? It's abbreviated when we speak, but that's the standardized word. And then lale again, very good. It's far away from both of us. It's distant from both of us. It's not near either me or you. And store is far, yes. What is it? Again, fakao is not store, it is shopping, right? Shopping. Or because it says fakao, oferme fakao. Or okay, going back to the sentences here. Oferme fakao parsami. Is there nothing over there? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Lali. Oh, it's over there, beyond both of us. There's nothing by you. Oh, it's that way. And then Lale, there close to speaker. Iina over there, far away from speaker. Backwards. Lale means far, and then Iina means close. Anytime, again, so that's the basic lesson we're going to take away from today. Anytime we say these words, na, or these two letters together, na, that means close to second person. So whoever we're speaking to, na refers to that person. It refers to that area near that person. There's nothing near you. Iina, they're close, very good. And then Lale, that far away, very good. And it's just, it helps a little. Good. Perfect. Last line, person 1. The second person, line 6. What is the meaning of lena in the statement? Yamanaya lena tonu. Okay, this one is tricky because it's not referring to a noun, or not a noun in the tangible sense. I got one person says lena, that first person. No, that's near second person. And then lena, that, very good. And then that's right, which is the correct, fully correct answer is that's right. So komu, the word komu that I was trying to get at right now, actually means does komu mean? Yeah, it means like the plan. It also means like the agreement, or it means what's going on right now. So the first person asked, we're talking again about where is the place to buy palusami. So it says, we found the place to find palusami, and then the first person says, Oy sao, yakao aku e maiska palusami. So let's go and get some palusami. And the second person replies, ya mangay nga kongo. Said, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good plan. Kao, let's go. Ka, again, like kaua, kako, us, let's go. O is the plural word for alu or go. I know there was a lot to cover in this homework, guys. I'm thankful very much for all of you being so patient and really sticking through with us on this lesson. Thankful for everybody who participated today in the opening Lopu. You guys did an awesome job. Thank you so much. I'll send out emails for next week's Lopu so that we can assign the parts. Once again, I'm very, very grateful for all of our sponsors, all of our students, and especially for our support team here. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Wesa. And thank you, all of you guys for showing up. I can't thank you guys enough. Let's close it off. I know we didn't really get time to go to our song today, but we'll probably put some of that, or we'll probably put the next verse into the homework so that you guys can go over it and be ready for next class. And I'm going to ask Rob, if you don't mind, could you close us out, please?
Heavenly Father, give thanks for this evening of study and the ability to come together and learn the Samoan language. And we appreciate your guidance and protection for the coming week and are eternally grateful for your eternal love. Give thanks. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, everybody. You guys have a great night.
Amen.
All right, bye.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night.